Okay, so today we're going to talk about ratios and proportionality, and we want to know if two ratios are proportional to each other. And the first thing that we probably should do is define what a proportion is. And a proportion is going to be two ratios that are equal to each other. And you can go ahead and write that down on your notes. Two ratios that are equal to each other. Okay, we have three methods that we can use to see if ratios are proportional. And the first method that we're going to use is simplest form. And we're going to do a couple of examples here. So our first example is 12/15, and I want to know if it's proportional to 50/75. If you noticed, I wrote an equal sign with a question mark. That's one of the ways that we can write this to ask the question, are these two ratios proportional? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce both of these ratios to simplest form. So I know 12 and 15 have a common factor of 3. So I'm going to divide both of those by 3 and get 4/5. And then I know that 50 and 75 have a common factor of 25. So if I divide both of those by 25, 50 divided by 25 is 2, and 75 divided by 25 is 3. So I look at what I have now, and does 4/5 equal 2/3? No. So I would say these are not proportional. No. My second example is 10/12, and I want to know if it's proportional to 40/48. Well, I'm going to look at what I can reduce 10/12 to. I can only divide both of those by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then I'm going to check and see if that's proportional to 40/48. 40 divided by 8 will give me 5. 48 divided by 8 will give me 6. So these two are proportional, so I would say yes. The second method that we're going to talk about today is called finding a common multiplier. So let's look at our example, 4/5 and 32/40. And what I'm looking to see is, what did I multiply 4 times to get to 32? Well, I multiplied times 8. What did I multiply 5 times to get to 40? Well, I multiplied times 8. If these two numbers are the same, then yes, they're going to be proportional. Let's look at 7/21 and 28/63. Well, what did I multiply 7 by to get 28? Well, I multiplied times 4. What did I multiply 21 times to get 63? Well, that's going to be times 3. Well, these don't match, okay? So, no, these are not proportional because I'm not using the same common multiplier to get to my second ratio. And then the third method that we're going to use today is called cross product. And cross products is exactly what it means. It means that you're going to multiply across the equal sign in a cross or an X format. So let's look at the examples that we have. We have 6/8, and we want to know if that's equal to 9/12. Well, I'm going to multiply 6 times 12, and I'm going to get 72. So 6 times 12 is 72. Whoops. And then I'm going to multiply 8 times 9, and it is also equal to 72. So if these two numbers are equal to each other, then yes, you have a proportional set of ratios, or the ratios are proportional. Okay, let's do one more example with cross products, and that is on your page, 4/8 and 5/9. So I'm going to multiply 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. And I'm going to multiply 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. These are not equal, so we would say no, these ratios are not proportional. You'll probably find that you use cross products, especially when you get into larger numbers. You'll probably use cross products more. But when you have smaller numbers, using simplest form to reduce or common multiplier is just as easy. Okay, here are your 3 got it problems. And the first problem, I want you to use simplest form, and I want you to tell me if the two ratios, 3/5 and 39/65 are proportional. The second problem, I want you to use the common multiplier method, and I want you to tell me if these two ratios are proportional. I have 3/11, and I want to know if it's proportional to 15/55. And the last method that I want you to use is cross products, and for this problem, I want you to see if 4/8 is proportional to 5/9. Okay? Your answers for all of these problems, once you show your work, will be yes or no answers. Yes, it's proportional, or no, it's not proportional. Okay, good luck with your got it problems, and we'll talk about these tomorrow.